Today's video is all about the spring refresh for activities to do with your kids. Hey, you guys, it's Christina from the Purple Alphabet. In today's video, I have a whole bunch of ideas and inspirations to kind of refresh all of your activities for spring and even leading into summer. I've got a lot of ideas in this one, so let's get started. Definitely tried to fit a wide variety in this video of the things that I think would be great for this refresh. I'm going to start off with this game. This one's from Educational Insights. It's called Hoppy Floppy's Happy Hunt. They recommend this one for ages 3 and up, 2 to 4 players. I like that it's even shaped like an egg too. I think that's kind of cute. This is a matching and fine motor skills game. This series of games from Educational Insights always uses the box as the game board. This one has a whole bunch of multicolored carrots, and those just get sprinkled into your game board. Then you also get the grabber that is your fine motor tool. Educational Insights likes to use these kinds of tools in these games, and it makes learning and playing a game fun because you're working on some skills at the same time. Every player will get their own little basket, and then you have a spinner here that will spin what color you need to get. So in this case, if I was this basket, I would grab the pink and add it to my basket. Your goal is to get one of every color in your basket to win the game. There's some little things on here that make it a little bit more fun, like this one, the multicolored one. You can choose any color. Some that where you can steal from another person's basket. You have one where your basket fell, so you have to put all of your carrots back in here and start over again. So there's a couple of different options, spin again, that kind of thing on your spinner to play. What I also like about this set is these materials can be used with other things, other activities, using these little grippers for something else, using the carrots in another activity. So there's a lot of versatility and extension on it. Educational Insights also has Pluffle. I've talked about Pluffle many times before. This is their rainbow package, and they come in so many different forms. You can get larger packages and all sorts of different colors. This one just has the whole entire rainbow in like the half-size containers. What I'm going to do is I'm going to try and find all the matches for this. YouTube has a special feature on it where you can shop while you're watching, and I'll try to tag as many things directly into YouTube, and then I also will put links in the description box too if those don't work. Pluffle is a sensory material. It doesn't dry out. It doesn't feel sticky. Doesn't leave any residue on your hand. It actually looks like it's moving when you play with it, and this is a perfect sensory bin material. It's fluffy. It's fun to touch. You can mix the colors if you want to mix the colors. If you do mix them, they're going to be mixed for a really long time. You won't be able to unmix them, so keep that in mind if you want to keep them separate. But this is also a really good way to use some of those other materials from the games. So I thought it would be really fun if you had a sensory bin full of this material, which I don't right now, but if I did, then I could take some of these pieces, these carrots, for example, and hide them in there. And now I have a manipulative in there. And then I can also use my tongs to get them out and put them back. Thinking about ways to extend the play with all of the same materials is going to take you a lot farther. Pluffle is a good sensory bin material that you can get in so many different colors and use in so many different ways. So this one is a really good set because you got the versatility with all the different colors. One more game from Educational Insights that I thought was really, really cute. This is Pop Pop Bunny Hop. So we have our spring and Easter theme with our bunnies for ages 3 and up, 2 to 4 players. This one is so cute. You do use the box for this one too. Here you'll put all of your bunnies inside of here. Each spot for the bunny has a matching color. So you'll put all of your purples with your purples and your pinks with your pinks, yellows, and blues, all where they belong inside this box. Now, what's cool about this is the bottoms of these all are different. And where that becomes important is because you're going to be placing it inside this piece of the game board to see if it pops out of our little carrot mound here. I'll show you that in a second because that's the fun part of the game that the kids like. Every player will get their own little game board. Your job is to get one of each color to fill up your game board, one of each bunny color. And you have a spinner right here that does different things. Colored bunnies where you pick the color bunny and pick your own choice. And then there's one for putting your own bunny back from your card. So it makes it a little bit more challenging. So when you pick a bunny, this one landed on pink, you take it and you place it inside here until it clicks. And there's a little button right here that you push to see if it pops. If it pops, you get to keep it. And it does. So that would go on my card. Let's try the purple. It doesn't pop out. So I have to put this back into the garden and remember that this one does not pop out because it's not going to go on my card. So next time around, I spin a purple, got to make sure I don't pick that one and try a different one. There we go, and I get it to pop out. It's a lot of fun with the anticipation, memory, color matching, and then the theme with the bunnies. So it's really, really cute. Going for something a little bit more in the art world, we have Skillmatic's Poke-In Art. This comes in several different styles that you can choose from. The one I'm showing you is the Easter fun one, but all of them are equally as good. The Easter one is obviously great for Easter coming up, but you could also use it year round, and they have all kinds of different styles. So they recommend this one for ages 4 to 9. It is a mess-free art project. My box got a little bit messed up in shipping, so you'll have to excuse that, but it doesn't ruin the project. Here is one I've already done, so you can see the finished project. And it comes with these foam pieces. We've got bunnies, we've got Easter eggs, we've got Easter baskets, we've got the chick, and then you'll notice all these white dots on here. The white dots are where you're going to poke in all of your fabric squares, and they're already perforated for you, so they've done the hard part, and all you need to do is insert them in. You'll also get 2 little pokers and some stands to display your art when you're done. Let me show you the pokers real quick. Get 2 of them, which is great, one for you, one for child, or 2 children. And then the stands are just these little black pieces, and they go right on the bottom of your artwork. I have one set up over here already. This right on the bottom, and then you can stand it up and display your artwork. So this is what a finished one looks like. And you can see it almost has like a ruffle-ish finish to it. And to get that, you use one of the little pieces, square pieces of fabric in here, and look how much you get. I think there's like over 7,000 pieces, all kinds of pretty colors that you can choose from. And they're shiny and they look pretty. They also give you this little foam piece to protect your work surface. So this is so easy to do, and it's actually quite addictive and satisfying. Let's just do this little Easter egg here. I put it on here and I pick a color. I can match the color on my card, or I can do whatever I want. I place this over the hole, take my little poke in tool, and I just push down, and it goes right in. I pull out, and it's stuck in there. You can get as creative as you want with this. And if you don't like where you put something, or you don't like the color, or you want to do it over again, you just take it out, and then you can take whatever piece you wanted to put in there and redo it again. Very easy and cute. And when you're done, put it on the stand to display. Very satisfying, very fun craft to do. So for the spring refresh, definitely recommend trying the Easter one or one of the other patterns that they have. Learning Resources has this really great set, and I like this because it's very versatile. This is the rainbow sorting set. It's for ages 3 and up, and there's 37 pieces in here, plus some tongs and a tray. Look how cute this is. This is all for sorting and fine motor, and all the pieces store right inside these little clouds. Look at this. They're all right in here, and there's so many different variations you can do. So these little pieces here come in different shapes. We have suns and clouds. There's a moon, star, even a lightning bolt, and they're all in different colors. So they have the full rainbow. Then you have your tongs here, which have a little star on them, and they also give you a set of cards where you can use them for activities, matching, color matching, patterns even. You can sort by color right onto the tray. You can also do counting, 1, 2, 3, work with your child and have them put 2 reds on, or you can say, can you find 2 moon shapes, and they can find 1 moon shape, 2 moon shape. They can put all of the moons together in one line. They can put all of the blues together in one line, and also do patterns where you have color patterns or shape patterns. So purple, orange, purple, or you can do all different shapes. These would also be great to be used in other things. Sensory bins, bring out that pluffle and use it with the pluffle and the sensory bins. Same thing with this, use this for other activities. So it's a really good one that's going to go a long way with just the pieces here in the set, and then taking it even further. Then everything just stores right inside of here. Perfect. Almost forgot to tell you, they do have an instruction guide that gives you a lot of ideas that you can do activities, but look at this. They also include a sorting mat, so you can also sort on this mat too, all the different shapes. So a little cute bonus to include in that one. This is a great one from Hand to Mind. It's the letter tracing sensory pad. So also combining the learning skills with the fine motors and sensorial experiences. They recommend this for ages 3 and up, and this I wanted to include because I think it'd be a great thing to work over the summer, especially if your child is entering school and needs to kind of refresh on some of these skills. Inside, you're going to get the sensory pad, which has this filled with gel on top. So it's a really fun texture to feel, to move around, to touch. They also include a stylus up here at the top, which you can use right onto it to make all kinds of designs, draw things, and letters. What's really fun about this one is that on the back, you can store all these different cards and use them with the sensory pad. So I have letter tracing in both uppercase and lowercase with starting points for each one. And these are all front and back. And then I also have at the back here, lines. So starting with straight lines, working on diagonal lines. These are all the lines that you would use when you're learning how to write and form letters. Then you work your way up to curved lines, and then you work your way up to circles and things like S's, like wavy lines. They also have a blank one where you can do whatever you want on it, and then one that has lines on it so you can practice writing in between the lines. So let me show you how these work. You just slide one in right in the back here, and it's going to show through to the other side once you use the stylus. So I know the black point's here, so I can start up it here, and I can do my letter tracing within the letter. Same thing over here. And then you can redo it over and over again. You can just move around the gel inside if you wish and keep on practicing getting inside those lines of those letters for your letter formation. And this is really great for take and go. So take it with you in the car when you're traveling this summer, traveling on spring break, and you can have it all together. And the stylus is connected, so it's not going to come off. Not going to lose that one. Speaking of sensory, I did want to include these. These are soothing swirler sensory tubes. Now I've showed you hand to mind tubes before. I think we showed you the emotion ones where they had different faces on them and the materials inside reflected those emotions. This is very similar to that, where it has all these fun items inside the tubes, plus they're keychains. One is a color mix where you have the two colors that mix together, and then we have the glittering gems, which has all kinds of really fun things floating inside. There's a serene swirl, so when you swirl it around, it just kind of swirls and floats and looks really pretty. And then there's soothing sand and glitter, which glitter is always fun to look at. I do like the colors that they come into, which is a lot of fun because you can pick a favorite color. But not only that, the items inside are done for you. Now on the Purple Alphabet, I have done make your own sensory bottles in so many different ways, but when it's done for you, there's just something about that. So keep that in mind when you're considering sensory bottles and sensory tubes. And of course, the size of these with the keychain is just brilliant. And then I had a special mention for some budget-free items. These are items that you can find at the Dollar Tree. I did a whole separate video on these of a Dollar Tree toy test that I thought they were 2 thumbs up. And so I wanted to mention to you, you can watch that video if you wanted to see them more in depth, but these were some of the favorites that I thought would be great for spring, summer. The first one is going to be the bubble playset, where it's a spill-proof bubble container that comes with 4 wands, and there's bubbles inside of here. The second would be this little pop and catch game where you have these little catchers and some spring themes. There's a bunny, and we also have the carrot, and they have ping pong balls in here too. And this is just $1.25 where you put in here and pop it up and try and catch it. So really great hand-eye coordination game. It's a lot of fun and spring themed. And then also would have to be this little basketball catch here, Easter themed, but you can play it whenever. And you have these eggs that would have to be caught inside here using this little catapult. So this one's probably better for an older child that won't get frustrated with trying to aim it in there. Each one of these is $1.25, so it's a super budget friendly option for some spring refresh activities. If you like this video, I'm going to put another one for you to go watch next up on the screen. I will see you over there. Make sure to click subscribe to see more videos like this and give me a thumbs up to show your love.